Hey guys, it's Lex, and in today's video I'm going to be teaching you the basics of learning calligraphy. This is my journal, and in here is where I keep most of my calligraphy. So this is the calligraphy alphabet. It's mine, and really in here you can copy this or you can make your own. It just makes it a lot easier. So here's the layout for this, and I have an example written here. And here is the thin and thick, that's the right method, and the thick and then thin is the wrong method. And so this just helps you see this is the main base. You need to know this before anything else or trying to do it. So here I'm just showing you where the thin lines and where the thick lines are on the example. So as you can see, the downstrokes are thick and the upward strokes are thinner. So I'm just showing you this on all of the letters, and as you can see for the X, the cross is thin and then a little thicker just on the edge. So I like to use the back side of my markers. I have used dual markers, so one side is brush and one side is really thin. And so I like to use the thin side just because it's really hard to get the really thick brush to go really thin on the thin lines that you need. So I'm just showing you what you need to do for the A and for the X and for the E. So on the M, the P, the L, and the E, I'm showing you what not to do. So you do not want to go thin on the downstrokes, never, okay? And then you never want to go thick on the upward strokes, which is very hard because it's hard to get used to. But in this case, you just need to practice and learn how to do it. So again, the red part you do not want to copy. That's just an example of what not to do. The green part is what you need to work on. Here I'm just writing down on an example of what you should not do. You should not go thick on the upward strokes and thin on the downward strokes. I may be saying this a lot, but it's very important that you do not get these mixed up. The red is what not to do, and the green is what you need to do. So right here I'm demonstrating the thin and then thick strategy. This is the one that you should really work on. This is the base of calligraphy. So what I'm doing is I'm basically going thin and then thick on the downward strokes. On actual writing, these are like eyes. So when you're writing all of your words and putting them together, they are really like eyes. So here I'm showing you what the downstrokes are and what the upward strokes are, just in case you didn't catch on to that. So I'm putting arrows on the downward strokes up here. That's the downward stroke. It's the thicker part of the letter. So I'm putting the arrows on the thin strokes right up here, and this is the upward stroke. It's the thin part of the letter. So here is for practicing. This is where I'm saying to really work on practicing your name. This is because your name is one of the key things. It's what you go by. So this is one thing that I really started to master before I started practicing all the rest of the letters. Another thing that I like to practice is the name of the color. Here I'm writing in a peach color, and I'm writing the color. It's a really fun thing I catch myself doing, but again, this may just be me. So a little error here, I accidentally did not catch this part filming, but later on I will show it, so just keep in mind you'll be able to see it. So those are the two main ways that I like to practice my calligraphy when I was a beginner. Now, don't worry about combining the words if that's too much for you. Here is where I'm showing where you can break up the words, and that's really makes it easier for you to write them out just all together, because sometimes it's hard to go in all in one motion, so you might have to just do each letter one at a time. So as I was saying, this is a really easy tip and trick to really practice and master before worrying about combining them all and doing it all in one motion, because that can sometimes be a little stressful and it's a little much for beginners. So real quick, I'm going to add that I may be going too fast for you, so if I am, don't worry. I've been practicing and I pretty much know what I'm doing, so don't worry if I'm going too fast for you, because it may seem a little much at first. So don't worry about that. Just take your time and go very slow, because in the end that will really help you out. So if writing just in one stroke is too much for you, this is the perfect thing to do. So I'm back to the alphabet. This is one really helpful thing that I started with. I just wrote my alphabet, made it myself. Okay, so here you could see the peach that I wrote, I'm writing my initials right now just to you can't really see it, so you wouldn't want to worry about that. But anyways, thank you guys for watching. Have a great day and see you next time. Bye. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe,